Hello,
Good
good morning. All right, it's Wednesday, February 25th. We're back for another edition of Keep the Flame Alive. I am Jason,
I'm Jackie.
and we are,
The Flames.
and we got two crazy animals as usual. This will go perfect with the title. When life gets messy, staying united through trials. Messy. Cat is all over the place. The dog is all over the place. I don't know what's going on. You can probably hear him in the background. But here we go. We're going anyway. So hope everybody's having a great day, great week. Good morning, Mom. Thanks for tuning in. What do you want us to talk about today? We got 5 questions, of course, but messy. What does messy mean?
First, we should get opinions. Like, do we press forward with this New York trip with how cold it's going to be that we're talking about? I would love opinions on that.
It's supposed to be in the teens. March 8th is when we go.
Yeah, but it's supposed to feel like 0.
Oh, feel like 0. I don't know what 0 feels like. I don't even think we have the right clothes for this. I guess we just have to go shopping. Yeah, right. See, I told you. Crazy cat, crazy dog. Life is messy. Anyway, well, we'll get into it. Yeah, we're leaving for New York in 2 weeks. Jackie's birthday's coming up, so we're gonna go. But anyway, yeah, life can get messy. Lots of different things. All right, so when life hits hard, health struggles, loss, financial stress, or unexpected setbacks, what helps us to stay united instead of turning against each other?
Well, that's easy. You're my person. So you're my go-to.
That's easy. Yeah. See,
I have someone I can lean on and you can lean on me. Like that is.
yeah, I don't think we don't typically have those challenges where when something hits us, it's like we go at each other and fight each other about it. Usually we lean into each other and face it together. So, each one of these things, health struggles recently, like I just had to miss a whole trip because I was sick for like 7 days. I don't know. I had a virus first, and then I had a mast cell flare up, which 2 days in a row, which was a little bit sketchy. But and we faced that before, and of course, obviously, your health struggles. And not once did it like turn us against each other; it turned us into each other. So that's just what we do.
Financial stress, like we agreed easily 20 years ago to not fight about money ever.
Mhm.
Right? I mean, that's not something.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, financial stress is something that's relatively regularly. Like, I just that's just something that I because I feel like I'm the provider. I'm always don't spend money on this or don't spend money on that or let's save more money and no, we don't need that right now. But again, it never turns us against each other. Luckily, I'm not a spender, so you can spend my half. It's fine. It's all good. And unexpected setbacks. Yeah, I mean, it seems like there might be an unexpected setback on the regular, and it's just like, okay, well, what do we need to do to get through this? And we just pivot. Yes, we pivot quite a bit, and just lean on each other and get through it. So yeah, I mean, that's our MO for sure, is we are always facing the storm together and never like trying to fight it individually or go our separate ways to handle even if it's an individual struggle. Like, if you've got a struggle, it's my struggle. If I've got a struggle, it's your struggle. If we have a dog and cat struggle, it's our struggle.
Right now, that's what we have.
Yeah. Alberto Perez, thank you. Totally agree. Make lemonade with problems. Yeah, that's right. When life hands you lemons, make lemonade. It's just what it is, right? All right, you can read the number 2 question. Guys, if you got any other thoughts, comments, questions, please let us know. And don't forget, go to Master Motivation Podcast on YouTube and subscribe. Share the video. Keep the comments coming. And here we go. Next question.
So this one's kind of talking about teamwork. Like, how do we keep the mindset, excuse me, of it being the two of us versus the problem rather than against each other and the problem creating stress? on us.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it's us against the world. Like, it's that's exactly what we were just talking about in the last question. I mean, when a problem, a challenge, a situation um, gets in our way, or just comes out of nowhere, like we're just gonna face it together. So that it's so much. I don't want to say the word easier, but like we just find it so much easier to face things together than to try to do it on our own.
And it kind of comes back to that whole put your marriage first, put your spouse first, put your kids first, put your family first.
Put
I
God
think
first.
put God first. If you're if you're allowing other things to seep into your life, seep into your marriage, seep into your brain,
Hmm.
it will damage your whole entire sense of being.
And it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy for things, to creep in and to cause doubt or to cause fear. Um, I mean, so much of what we see on social media or on the news, or I mean, I can't even imagine what social media is going to look like today after the State of the Union, just because everybody's so, passionate and completely like divided one side or the other. And it's just easy for all that stress and pressure to add on to any challenge. It's like I posted, just yesterday about my dad, and sometimes you don't know when you're feeling a certain way, like grief or stress. Like you think that you're fine, you
Right.
think that everything is good and everything is okay, but like it's still lingering in there. Like you still have this in the back of your mind. And so then when a challenge for us pops up, it's like, even though it has nothing to do with that good job, Gooch. That stress or pressure from those other things just like immediately kind of glob on, attack, what's in the forefront right now.
Yes, it
So,
does.
and you don't even know it. So,
It's a very powerful. Your brain is so powerful. Stress is so heavy.
yeah, I mean, and it's not even our is it our thoughts? Yeah, I mean, it is our thoughts. When we let those things creep into our thoughts, it just kind of holds a space in there that's taking away from all the goodness and all the joy and all the uh I mean, we have so much to be thankful for and so much, to be grateful for. We have an amazingly blessed life. And like, you know, uh, a shower door in a bathroom becomes a stressor when like, really, like, how is that even like a major stressor? It's a shower door that we got to put on a bathtub. No big deal, right? But these are the things that just kind of creep into our brain and put that extra pressure and stress on us. So let's hit the next one. When stress is high and emotions are raw, what helps you communicate with honesty while still protecting each other's hearts?
Stress is I don't know. Like you got to make it not get the best of you, right? You have to take a deep breath and step back. And like you said, we had a little. Is it a leak? Is that what we had? We had a little leak in one of our bathrooms, and it needed to be taken care of immediately, so we could use the shower so that we could not have mold building in the wall. We called our contractor right away. Like it is, and we're taking care of it right now. And that could, and I know people who it becomes it's debilitating for them, right? Like, oh my God, I have this problem and now I can't function and I don't know what to do. And it's a constant focus. We kind of just took care of it and walked away from it, right? Like,
Mhm. And reminded the kids that when they take the shower to pull the curtain all the way to the side so the water doesn't leak out.
we took care of that and got rid of the curtain and we're putting a door in. They should
Yeah.
never have been curtain kids.
But
I'm not a curtain person.
it's funny you said some people let something consume them and like their whole day, right? Um, remember we used to talk about like, your grandma would always like if she had one challenge for the day or one like super important thing for the day, that was the whole day
Or an
of what,
appointment, right? I
right?
can't do it on Wednesday. I have an appointment at 9 a.m.
Right. And it's like, okay, well, what about the rest of the day? But I again, communication under pressure, right? When stress is high and emotions are raw, what helps you communicate with honesty? I mean, I'm a talker, so sometimes sometimes
Amen, you are.
that's uncomfortable for you, but like I'm pretty good about um, relaying how I feel. Like I have no problem putting a post on Facebook and kind of communicating with friends because that's my way of letting it out. Because I could also be very good at holding it in, and we know that that's terrible because if I get bottled up, I'm just going to explode. For you, it's a little bit harder to kind of like open up and open up the floodgates and let it all out because um, I think sometimes you don't want to burden me with your thought, or you don't want me to feel overwhelmed with, another thing, right?
And I don't want to think about it much longer either. Like when I start talking about it, then it becomes a whole 30, 40-minute conversation. And I don't want to hear myself talk about things that are frustrating. I just want to let it go.
But I want to hear about it.
I know
I
that's
like
hard for me.
I like to hear about it
Okay.
because we can talk it out, and once you start talking, um, kind of more things come out, like those underlying things that we were talking about before that aren't really part of the problem, but part of what's making you frustrated, or part of what's making you feel sad or stressed or whatever emotion you're feeling. So it kind of, even though you start talking about one thing, it starts letting out all the rest of it. And then like once you get it out and you let it go, at least for me, it's just a huge weight, like
You
off
do.
my
You
chest,
feel
off my
better
shoulders.
for sure. You feel better, and then you can move on rather than it always being in the background.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, I don't, it's not that I like to be right, but it just helps. Good morning, Tracy. How are you? Tracy's here. You guys spent some time together. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for tuning in. Wow, jumped up pretty quick. Got a couple more people watching. Uh, Let us know, guys. These are usually pretty short and quick. So if there's questions on the topic that we're talking about, when life gets messy, how we stay united through our trials, please let us know if you have any questions or thoughts or
Another question.
comments. Number 4.
Oh, can you fix her ear? It's very important that it not be folded over.
Okay.
You know how uncomfortable that must be? Yes.
No, she's good.
How has faith or a shared sense of purpose helped carry us through the seasons when the path was not clear?
Easiest, because in 2024, every single day that I would go to and from the hospital, or days that I would sit in the hospital, and when I would talk with people, um, how are you doing? How is Jackie doing? What's going on? And so you talk about how his faith carried me through. Like I just had this overwhelming sense of like God has a plan, and it's already set, and I know that you're going to be okay. And that was just such a like it's so hard to explain in words, but like I was never in despair. Like I was worried. I can't say that I wasn't worried, or I didn't have like lots of emotions, but I was never at the point where I was like ready to give up or throw in the towel, or oh, this is the end. Like none of that. And that was all had everything to do with having hope, and staying strong in my faith, praying daily, having people pray for us. I mean, the number of people that would send you prayers and send us prayers and send us messages, like that just filled me with so much hope every single day. Even just in this last week too, because I couldn't go on this trip. Um, I had a bunch of people from my cohort and just people, friends, like checking in on me, like, so sorry you're not feeling well. And it's not really like a matter of not feeling well. It's just when you have one of these flare-ups, it's just kind of a big deal. And then it goes away. Because like today, I feel like nothing's wrong at all. But to have people pray for you and to have people think about you, like gives you so much hope and so much faith. That's for me just such an easy one. There's never a time when the path wasn't clear, somewhat. Like I could always kind of see or feel the light at the end of the tunnel. I was never like, oh my gosh, like this is, I don't know anything.
And it helps you to stay positive too, right? I mean, you can go down in the dumps and say, why me, God? Why me? And you never talk like that. I never talk like that. Why me?
Yeah.
It's I mean, even when you got sick, you were like, I don't know why this is happening, but I'm gonna figure out the reason for it.
Hmm.
Be able to do something with it. So
Yeah. I mean,
Not your mind again.
yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, that whole, why is this happening to me? I mean, there's been times in my life for sure when like something has gone wrong or something's gone bad. Why is this happening to us? Why? Why us? And the mindset shift of thinking, why is this happening for me? Because it's happening and we're feeling it and we're going through it. Um, but what's the good that's going to come from this? Like for me, like the last you know the last 14 days, today will be the first day that I go back to the gym in 14 days.
Oh, are you
That's
going back today?
I'm going back today.
I don't
I
think
am.
you should.
Yeah, I am. And it's like, I don't know, my body just needed a rest. Like, but I would never have taken the rest. I would never take 14 days off
Ever.
just for the sake of taking time off. So I was like a forced vacation in a way. We look at your situation and coming out of the hospital, and how many people have you talked to since then that you have helped with, just giving them hope and being able to, like, we would never have been able to relate to cancer so deeply without having gone through it. Sucks, not my favorite thing, wouldn't choose to do it ever again. But the fact that we can now say, like, I understand, like, everybody's story is different, everybody goes through it in a different way. But like, we know what it's like to drive, an hour and a half to 2 hours back and forth to the hospital. You're spending tons of gas money. You're paying for parking passes every single day. I was staying the night and then coming home. You knew what it was like to not eat for a little while and have just hospital food that wasn't like although some of it was really
It
good.
was pretty good.
Some of it was pretty good. Um, but just all the things, going for the doctor's visits, the feeling when you sit down to have your blood drawn, and sometimes not being an easy blood draw. Like, these are all ways that you can relate to other people now. And people ask you for advice and lean on you for hope and lean on you for, you even helped, someone find a good doctor to help them. It just sucks because there's just so much cancer around us now. It's like we see it even more and more. But yeah, I think that terrible, unfortunate situation. But at the same time, we turn around. We did a big fundraiser with the books. We participated in American Cancer Society, and you were a huge inspiration for that. So yeah, I think there were a lot of good things that came out of it. A lot of faith and hope and resilience shown there.
So we'll find that with your disorder. I don't even know. I guess it's a disorder, right?
Yeah, it's more of a disorder
Syndrome.
syndrome. Good morning, Roseanne. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping on. Good morning, Rachel. Thank you for sharing the story. You two are amazing and have great mindsets. Thank you very much.
Thank
We
you.
try. We try. Yeah, the mast cell activation is not. I actually thought that it was an autoimmune disorder, but it's not. It's not autoimmune, but it's closely related, and it's more of a syndrome or a disorder. It's basically when your mast cells just go out of whack and overload your body with histamines that can change my breathing, my heart rate, my everything, literally everything. So it's pretty gnarly. I don't like it. I wish it.
Like it
I
either.
wish, and I didn't even find out until I was what 48. Started in 2023. Yeah, so 48 years old. I never thought I had any allergies per se, but that's what happens. I've gone into anaphylaxis like 3 times and had to go to the ER and get a steroid. That's never fun. But now again, I see people on social media who also deal with this, and the thing is, people don't talk about it. People don't talk about it because it's scary to be vulnerable. It's scary to let other people know that um, you've got something wrong with you. And taking care of your health is not a weakness. Sharing it is not a weakness. I think if anything else, if I could help anybody just by talking about it a little bit more, then that fulfills my you know inner sense of being a helper and being a provider. So
Like you said, you never know who's fighting an invisible illness, and this kind of makes you a little bit more empathetic to anybody, right? If somebody's always fighting something and you have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, and stress, depression, uh, medical, issues, like all kinds of stuff. The invisible diseases, or the invisible things that attack us. You just never know what someone's going through. So, what's that? Seek first to understand, uh, than to be understood. You know, give people grace and allow. Don't assume that everybody's just got it handled. Rachel said sharing stories helps others so much, and it definitely not a weakness. Yeah, that's kind of what this podcast, if you will, this conversation that we have is. We get to share our stories, and that's really what it is. It's our stories, what we've gone through in our life, and again, if that helps somebody else, that's awesome. And we love to hear other people share their stories with us too. So yeah, I think it is helpful.
I have a final question.
Go ahead.
Is it my turn? I don't think it is.
Why not?
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay. Looking back on your hardest seasons, how did those trials strengthen your marriage and reshape what truly matters? You want to start?
You start, because that's a tough one.
Well, we just keep talking about kind of the same thing. You're going through leukemia and a bone marrow transplant, and that was just like literally the hardest thing that we've ever done. Recently, losing my dad, that was really hard. Losing my mentor, my instructor, like losing people is tough. But watching your wife be sick, looking back, even when Maddie was born, like, I mean, that was pretty traumatic. And sometimes we don't talk about that as much because, when Maddie was born, you started hemorrhaging and could have potentially died. And that was like a really, like, I was like, I'm not ready to be a dad by myself. Like, and we just got married a couple years ago. That would have been devastating.
Yeah.
And financial challenges that we've had in the past, setbacks
in the bath.
in the bath. I don't know. Sometimes words just come out of my mouth. But losing things, yeah, but so looking back, how did those trials strengthen us? It goes back to like the first and second question, really talking about when something is hard for us, it just draws us closer together. And I know for some people, it just causes a ton of stress and really strains the marriage and the relationship. And I know this has almost nothing to do with it in a way, but like we're watching Sopranos again. And like right now we're in season 5 and we're going through like Tony and Carmela are like they're separated right now. And because like there's so many problems there. But
I think his massive serial cheating is pretty.
Okay, that's a big problem.
part of it.
But again, like when challenges and struggles, like sometimes just easily tear people apart, like easily just rip people apart, and it's like just easier. I'll do it my way, you do it your way, and we'll go our separate ways. But for us, it's never ever the case. It's always drawing us closer, bringing us together. How are we going to do this? How are we going to get through it? So yeah, I mean,
And it asks, how do you reshape what truly matters?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, man, the last couple years, we have really redefined what truly matters to us. We've cut back on things that don't truly matter. Like we're not overcommitting. We're not spending time doing stuff we don't want to do. Or if we want to take the trip, we're just taking the trip.
Yeah.
Even if it's feels like 0 degrees in New York City.
I don't know how we're gonna do that.
I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Yes. Yeah. I think, yeah, that's been a big shift for us because, we lead a pretty busy life. We volunteer for a lot. We do a lot in the community, and it was hard to step back and say, you know what, we're not going to do that. We're not going to put so much of our resources into this area or that area because
we've obligated ourselves in the past, and that's just what we're doing, and people expect us to do more. And like I know I step back and I'd get these meeting notifications for like 4 different organizations, and that I didn't want to stick with. There's still more than 4 out there that I do, but I'm passionate about those. And like, why was I doing all the things just because it was expected of me, or I knew I was good at it and I could help? Like, I'm not obligated to do all the things.
It was kind of a running joke for me for a little while is am I working more than I'm volunteering, or am I volunteering more than I work? And they go hand in hand. And don't get me wrong. I love volunteering. I love our organizations. I love the stuff that we do. I love our community. I love all our people. But like, family is first, no matter what. So like, if we're not going on vacations because, oh, we've got a festival on the weekend and we said we were going to volunteer for it, like, we need to go on the vacations. We can do more volunteering anytime later, but we may not be able to go on those vacations. So we definitely started stepping up in an area where we said, you know what? We have the ability to leave the studio and it will run just fine with our team. So
Leave
let's
it physically. We don't ever leave it actually because you're on the phone and texting
okay.
constantly.
Well, but you know what I mean. I don't have to be there, and we can go be somewhere else and enjoy some time together doing, having experiences. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff where we just got in a routine and we just kind of stuck with that routine, and we didn't want to feel like quitters, so we just kept going with it. But we were pushing some of our own, wants and desires aside.
Yeah.
And then also like what we focused our mind on, like the things that we stressed about, like it's my what I gave up for Lent is I'm trying to give up stress. I'm not I'm not off to a good start with that, but I'm trying to stress less about the things, you know, uh about the things that I can't control. I mean, there's certain things that I'm in control of, which is me and my emotions and how I respond to things. But like, you know, I can't control everything,
Can't control other people or
Eh,
their actions or
right?
reactions.
Right. So, what's it? I can't remember the full serenity prayer, but that's like a perfect example
Yeah,
of,
God grant me this, I don't know,
yeah,
strength to.
yeah. But like, all of that, meaning that like I can't be in control, and help me to understand the difference between what I can and what I can't control. So um yeah, so I think that that's what has changed our mindset, because there would be things that I would super stress out about that probably in the end didn't it mattered. It just wasn't going to be like life changing. So,
And your stressing didn't make a difference.
and all it did is hurt me and make me like tired, or like not wanting to do this or not wanting to do that. So surly, sometimes I would get surly. Well, guys, so that's yeah, life can be messy. There's lots of messy, like messy hair.
Messy hair today.
I like your messy hair though.
Hair don't
What do you guys think? I love her hair like this. I think it's so cute.
This is where it is.
Yeah.
I have some. That's good.
You have lots of hair now, which is better than this.
True
I wish I
story.
could get there. Well, guys, that's it for today, I think. We'll be back next Wednesday. We're
Yeah.
still here.
Yeah, we're here.
What is next Wednesday? Wednesday is the
4th.
so 2 days before Maddie's birthday. Cool. Oh, hi, Kathleen. Kathleen says, my husband and I are going on 57 years of marriage. I love it. See you guys in church each week and see you on social media all the time. And I'm always amazed. 57 years is what a blessing. That is amazing. People always ask, how did you stay together so long? And I say a lot of the work in the early years, compromise and respect with the love always there. Agree. Family is number one. I agree with you both. Thank you so much. And Rachel, thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
Yeah. And Tracy, I think when it's a we are in it together attitude, you have your person. Well, I definitely from day one, like I was not good separating from you. Like,
I'm still not. I hate like.
yeah, I know when I leave for the day, you're like, when are you coming back? I do the same thing. When are you coming back?
Are you almost?
You
And
almost there?
to Kathleen's point, that is such a good point. You put in the work in the early years, like as mundane as it sounds, that's when you put in the foundation. Like raising kids, you put in the work when they're young, and it's a little easier as they grow up. we have a puppy right now. We're working hard to get her potty trained, and
Not working.
it's not working. But I know that with some perseverance, it will work, and then we don't have to worry about it in a couple of years, right? She's a Chihuahua, so let's be honest, we'll always have to worry about it, but not as much.
You have to be more stubborn than the dog. That is our trainer's quote. You have to be more stubborn than the dog.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that is such a great point. You put in the work in the early years, pretty much in every endeavor, and it gives you rewards later.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, have a good week, everyone.
All right, guys. We'll see you next Wednesday. We'll see what topic we come up with next. If you have a topic that you want to hear us talk about, go ahead and throw it in the comments, and we'll consider that for the next one or the following. But we try to come back each and every Wednesday right around this time at about 10 a.m. in California, Pacific time. So, guys, go be good to each other and love each other. Go love someone. Who Adam Pierce says that. Go love somebody today. I like when he does that. Every day he posts it. You know who Adam Pierce is?
I have no idea who he is.
He works for WWE. But anyway,
Oh,
he wrestled at MPW a long time ago. Okay. Anyway, well that's my positive quote. Go love somebody today. All right, guys, that's it. We'll see you next Wednesday. Take care. See ya. Give me a kiss.
mhm.
Mwah. Bye.